Nipissing Pembroke.
My questions for the Deputy Premier. Deputy Premier, earlier this year, your government once again showed its disdain for rural Ontario by bringing in your cap-and-trade tax on everything, which is going to drive up the price of gasoline and motor fuels in my riding of Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke, and all across rural Ontario. The price of fuel, according to you, is going to go up about 3 cents a litre. If the Liberal record is the way the Liberal record always has been, it'll probably be about 8. You had a golden opportunity in your budget to at least share the gas tax rebate with all municipalities like the federal government does. You chose not to, so as a result, I am bringing back my gas tax fairness bill this afternoon. And I ask you, Deputy Premier, on behalf of your caucus, will you show some respect for rural Ontario and stand up and support them by voting for my gas tax fairness bill?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you.
That's money for North Bay.
The Deputy House Leader is warned. Deputy Premier.
Mr. Finance.
Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the members of the opposition are talking about taxes. It's astounding to me that they're now suggesting that we should increase taxes or dedicate taxes or even have any taxes, Mr. Speaker. The problem is we want to maintain a very dynamic and competitive business climate. The budget does not talk about taxes there.
The member from Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke is warned. Don't throw him under the bus.
What we already have is dedicated gas taxes to our municipalities to support infrastructure. We actually do, Mr. Speaker, support our municipalities and will continuing so. I will defer the supplementary to the Minister of Transport that could reinforce the excellent work that we're doing to support our municipalities, something, Mr. Speaker, that we've done as a result of the mistakes they made in downloading to municipalities.
Thank you. Supplementary.
The people of Mattawa.
I was there to meet the Premier when she came up to visit Waden and Schroeder's farm to meet with farmers a couple of years ago. Neither one of us got there by the subway. There's only one way to get there, and that's by driving a vehicle. So here's, she likes to grouse about how the feds don't do their job, don't pull their weight. Well, the federal government will put $2.5 million of gas taxes into my riding this year. $2.5 million, and we only those with a public transportation system get anything from you. So I'll ask you one more time, will you show respect for rural Ontario like Stephen Harper and the federal government does and support my private industry?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Order. Mr. Finance.
Mr. Speaker, to the very well-respected Minister of Rural Affairs. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I can tell you one thing, that this government won't shift problems to the grandchildren in Barry's Bay, Ontario. And here's what we're doing, Mr. Speaker. Here's what we're doing.
You never know. Finish, please.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. A couple of initiatives in our budget. We'll be investing $15 billion in rural infrastructure for the province of Ontario. We also made, Mr. Speaker.
Member from Huron-Bruce.
Mr. Speaker, we also instituted, on the advice of our rural municipal partners, $100 million for small community infrastructure province of Ontario. $50 million of that will be allocated by a formula, which was the suggestion of our rural leaders right across the province of Ontario.
Thank you. No.